Hello folks, today I'm going to show you how to set up your Nordic poles. Obviously you have purchased a set of poles from Nordic Walking Nations. We have two different sets. One is our Nordic Traveler, which is a three-piece aluminum set, which allows you to take this bag and put it into a small suitcase and travel. So it's the ideal travel pole. It's also made out of aluminum, and it's great for rehabilitation. Now, for those who want a little bit higher end pole, this is our Ultimate Walking Warrior, and it comes in a larger bag, so it obviously doesn't fit into a suitcase, but it's a great pole for walking also. And the difference with this pole is that it actually extends and allows someone up to 7 foot tall to use this pole, where the other pole extends to someone approximately 6'4". So sometimes height can make a difference. With the poles, our pole package, as you probably know, you get 2 sets of our soft rubber tips, which is used indoors. So if you're on carpet, linoleum, or tile, which you normally find in malls or assisted living homes, this is the set of soft rubber tips we recommend. We also include 2 sets of our hard rubber tips, which is used outdoors on pavement, sidewalks, asphalt, and those are the ones you use primary. Now, if you happen to be walking and hiking, these poles, rubber tips come off, and you have what you normally find on what we call a trekking pole, and it's the carbide tips. So this can be used on the beach, the sand, the grass in a park, or while you're hiking. At the same time, when you're hiking, if you want to use these as hiking poles, you can put in what we call the trail tips. They're a flat tip. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. When I'm hiking, if I'm on a lot of hard surfaces like granite, I'll put these tips on. The beauty part about our poles is that our Nordic walking poles are designed to be used 2 different ways. Primary, its focus is on Nordic walking, which is a therapeutic rehabilitation exercise, where the typical trekking or hiking poles are basically ski poles with no glove. So we have a total different technique. Their technique is keeping the poles in front to reduce energy and give them stability. Let me talk to you. Another bonus about our poles is we have obviously our glove, which is important. This allows our technique to bring you all the way back for a complete range of motion, just like the cross-country skiers in Finland did when they designed these poles back in 1994. We also have another upgrade on our poles, is that we have a special release. When you press this button, this releases the glove. And that's nice when you're wanting to tie your shoe, answer the telephone. At the same time, these are custom gloves, and the gloves fits any size hand at any age or any size. The key to setting these poles up to get started is, first of all, the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to get what we call the sand basket in. This allows the pole, if you happen to be in sand or in the grass, this will keep the pole from sinking into the soft surface. So I put these on and I leave them on the whole time, no matter what I'm doing. These are special speed locks, and when you get the poles, the speed locks, as you click them open, you're going to see this turns clockwise. That increases the resistance. So when you first get the poles, they're going to have minimal resistance, and that won't allow you, as you push down, the poles are going to push up. So I turn a couple clicks around. When you feel it click, then that's what you want. And you do that with the Nordic Traveler, because it's 3 segments. It has 2 speed locks. So I usually start out at about 115, 120 on the middle segment, and then I keep this a little bit looser, and allows me to adjust down. The height is basically, you put the pole in front of you like this, and you want the pole Once you get your technique down over a period of weeks and you pick up your stride, you want to bring your pole up to 90 degrees. We recommend for beginners is to drop your pole down approximately 2 inches below the 90 degrees, which would be about right here. And this allows you to keep the pole in a backward motion. Another thing, which is a key, is that when you look at the pole facing forward, the red tip shows you the back of the pole, so you always want the pole at an angle. Trekking again, when you're hiking, you keep the poles in front of you. Have you ever seen a cross-country skier? The poles are always at an angle. And the reason for that is you want to be able to transfer the energy that when you push down and squeeze, you're pushing yourself forward. So you want to make sure that the rubber tips are facing backwards. If not, you'll be bouncing off the tips when you walk. Otherwise, it's that simple. That's how you set the pole up. I usually recommend, depending on your height, you don't want to have one segment extended way out where it says stop, and then the lower segment you have all the way down like this. You want to try to balance the middle and lower segment so they're fairly close in length for your height there. Now, with our other poles, this is something brand new we just came about. Like I said earlier, this can be for people up to over 7 foot tall can use this. This is a carbon fiber pole, so it's definitely a little bit lighter, and it only has one speed lock. So it's very simple to adjust, because whatever you want, you just click it, move it, and then just before you lock it, you look at the red here, and I bring the tip pointing that backwards, I click it, and it's all ready to go. And so that's what you do with the carbon fiber pole. And so right now, you're basically covered most of what it takes to get your pole set up for yourself. The next time I see you, you're going to be going to the basic training of Nordic walking. And that short class will demonstrate how to use your pole in just a few simple steps, and that will make it easy for you to get started. After the basic training, then we go into a little bit more advanced training, which what it does is it will show you how to get all the way full back into your range of motion, which takes a little bit more advanced training. 70% of the people, we start out with basic training, and based upon their age, their disability, and what they can do, most people sticks with that. This is an incredible exercise, and we're glad that you joined the team to walk the path of wellness. I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.